Hey, welcome. 12 Foot Podcast, episode number 12.
12. Oh, about to
12. Yeah. As you can see, we're -1 if you watch this regularly. But we're winning in content. So, yeah, much love to Lauren for the time she stayed on here. So thank you for the contributions and all that. We'll probably speak more on it later once I figure out why this happened. But at the end of the day, hey, all good things must come to end. And you can honestly say, like, we tried DEI. We had what, an Indian guy, a girl. We tried a bunch of different things and it just didn't work out. So there might be something to it. That it doesn't work, So shout out to Doge. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's waiting for their check.
Everybody's waiting for their check. She got paid. Oh, he got paid too. And yeah, so I'm out here. Sean out here. It's raining over here. What's the weather like over there?
Yes, it's supposed to rain today. It's funny. Rome is going to the Final Four, so he was supposed to fly out at 6 a.m. And I was just texting with him, and he said that they've been grounded because I guess the weather is bad in San Antonio. But
oh wow,
yeah, we're supposed to have some thunderstorms or a little bit of rain today. So gloomy weekend overall.
Yep, same here. It's not supposed to stop raining till Monday around here. So that happens in this part of the Midwest, I guess. It just rains for 5 days and then stops, and then it's beautiful. Or warm, really warm or really cold, whatever. But let's get into it. I got to do a fit check first because it's not many days I come out in something that's very expensive. And you know what's crazy? It still has the tags on it. I bought this in 2021. This is Versace, by the way, people. It's got the Medusa head and the best, beautiful little bomber coat. Feels great on the skin. I don't, I know what luxury feels like. But I looked at the tag. I literally legit thought I paid $1,200 for this. Guess how much I paid for this?
You thought you paid $1,200?
I thought I paid $1,200 in my head for the
so you
over
paid
the past
you
5
paid
years,
more,
4 years or whatever. I paid way more.
Oh, okay. So I'd say $2,800.
Close, 23.
Okay.
25 after taxes. Vegas will tax you. I bought it in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't even. It was an impulse buy, and
obviously,
look, it comes with extra buttons. Just I don't know where the buttons are. I don't know
that's
what this
good.
thing is right here, but there's buttons in there maybe, but I don't know where there's buttons on this thing. It's a zipper, but it's cozy. It's silky smooth.
Yeah, it looks like a light. Yeah, like a nice fall spring type of deal.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I'll ever wear it outside. I have not worn it outside. I would look foolish wearing this outside, especially around here. It doesn't even make sense. It's like you ever have something like I mean, not to say like it's super nice. It's not like, but it's like obnoxiously like trendy fashion stuff. Yeah. Like wearing like Balenciaga and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like I can't. I wouldn't wear I'd wear a Balenciaga hoodie, but then like I'm not paying. What do they charge for hoodies? Like $1,000? I don't even know.
I mean, somewhere around there, probably $700-800 maybe.
Yeah, but why? Like I see your hoodie. That's fine.
Yeah. I got this in
Marshalls,
Greece.
Greece.
No, I got this in Greece. It's a company called Replay. It's like a So I was in Mykonos, and they had a whole store.
To go there.
In Mykonos. I had never seen it before. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool stuff. It's like vintage kind of look to it.
I saw the when we were in what was it? Sorrento, I think. Oh no, Nate. I don't know. Somewhere in Italy, they had the fake Supreme store. So it's like there's this brand in Europe. I think it's based out of Italy. Don't quote me on that, but they took Supreme, right? The brand.
Yeah, of course.
Their logo is pretty synonymous, and they changed the font slightly, just slightly enough to get away with it, and then they copywrote.
Yeah, that's like Jordan's in China. Yeah, they have a whole Jordan 23 store. Yeah, and it was a whole copyright thing, and they changed it to Chinese letters.
I don't understand. Like in other countries, how do they copyright things? How can they? Is there international law on this shit?
Well, China's tough. I mean, sometimes a lot of stuff is not protected over there, so that's definitely an issue at hand. But But no, man, that's I'm glad you brought the jacket out though. It's looking fresh, looking fresh.
Gotta look good. Gotta look good. We're doing this on a Saturday, so it's all good. I mean, we might as well just get into your man. It's been a hot topic of discussion. So, okay, this is kind of old now, but he deported the wrong guy. I mean, come on, it happens all the time. Oh no, I mean, but they deported the wrong guy. That happens all the time for real. But we don't usually throw them into an Ecuadorian slave labor camp prison, or El Salvadorian
it's like
or whatever.
17 beds on top of each other. Have you seen how the bunkers? That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a pending lawsuit against the government. Which will probably settle out of court, and he'll be wearing a Trump 2028 shirt when he's done. But it's all good. It is what it is. Things are just falling apart.
Was he a soccer player or something? Was he a soccer player? Or no, there was another guy who was like a soccer player, and he had a tattoo that they were saying that he was a gang member.
Yeah, they deporting white people too. By the way, there's a couple of Europeans that got thrown back over the pond.
Oh wow!
So glad y'all's vote went to a good place. So yeah, I mean, look, they're not shy about deporting anybody they feel like that doesn't fit the. I'm glad I was born here, and you should.
Hey, look, I just updated my passport. Too. We just updated our passport, so we should be
good for another 10 years. Me too. Yeah, I just updated mine last year, and I got the real ID already, so I'm straight. I ain't fucking around. They're going to stop me. I got 2 forms of ID and my papers.
Yeah, I'm doubling down. Exactly. I'm updating everything. Get that global entry. Make sure that's...
global entry is updated too. Yep, got that. If I have to get out of this bitch, at least I could skirt past the fucking metal detectors. Man. So, yeah, that's going on. The stock market dropped a bunch of points. I closed positions.
10 trillion.
Dog, I closed. I think I told you I closed my play money positions because I was like, this is play money. I ain't trying to fuck around and lose it. And one of my retirement accounts, I had a whole bunch of money in Tesla. One of my IRAs, I sold all the Tesla. I kept like Apple and my other stuff, but I sold all the Tesla. I'm still ahead, but like I'm so glad I sold the Tesla because I sold it near
market's at like 5% or something. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy,
bro. I lost multiple 6 figures.
Yeah, it's out of control right now. So let's see what the next 6 months will be critical. I mean, interest rates should be coming down, but
but that doesn't matter if nobody has money to buy shit. You don't understand how that works, right?
Well, yeah, but we'll see what the next 6 months bear because the initial job market was good, but we'll see what the next one is.
Jobs are up. But also wages aren't up though. Jobs are up, wages aren't up. But if the price of shit goes up, people aren't going to be buying shit. They're already not buying cars. I'm waiting to look. I unfortunately am not in the best me personally financial space. I'm very open about that with everybody. So don't ask me for money, people. So like if you need $1 or something, need a loan, I'm not the guy. But like if I wanted to buy a car. Shit, I'll get a good. I might get a good price later on.
You still get that Cybertruck box? Yeah.
Nah, man. I don't think I can. Yeah, just because I don't want to. No, I don't want to deal with the vandalization and like I seen them around and shit. And
yeah, they look crazy.
I still like them. I mean, if you get it tricked out with the colors and stuff, tinted out and all that stuff, it's nice. But at the end of the day, the car's falling apart.
Seems like it seems like annoying to drive too. Like I don't know, it just seems like it would be
parking in.
Yeah.
And I do want to get like a utility vehicle, so I might get some kind of SUV. Maybe the electric Escalade. Whew, that shit is fire, and it uses Tesla charging cable. So
that's good. The supercharger.
Yeah, I get the home charger. But at
the spots where you stop, you can do super. Oh, that's good.
You can do subscription on the supercharger. So I mean, it's like I think it's like $12 a month, and then they charge you for whatever you charge. So
because Jenna was breaking that down, it's like that's kind of like the secret sauce for Tesla is that supercharger situation because you can charge when we go to the beach or something, getting the BO to charge in 15 minutes versus like the alternative is huge.
Well, there's regular fast chargers that go just as fast that could charge Tesla or any other car. It's just that they're not the supercharger network is way more vast. They have great partnerships with rest stops,
rest stops
and stuff across the country. So it's the other stuff is getting there, but it's still and something like that. But they also opened it up, which is going to be tougher for us Tesla owners, to other cars, because now they have the adaptable, other cars are going with that charging plug that Tesla uses.
Okay.
Technology
that makes sense.
better than what they were using. So we'll see. I mean, but the market right now with EVs in this country is down. Globally, it's up except for Tesla. So that's part of the reason why I sold the stock. And I don't have confidence in the line of cars that's come out, that's gonna come out, because they keep. Okay, so he says there's murmurs of 2 other like more affordable options coming out, and then I'm just like, all right, so I have your best car right now, the Model S. I don't want to get the Model X because it's one of those cars you could write off as like fully write off because it weighs the X amount.
Oh yeah.
And all that. But you can't I don't like it just aesthetically. It's just like really. So I might get maybe get a G-Wagon or something like that. Go spend that Versace money.
Oh, the electric one is nice.
Yeah, that electric. I think it's like 200. Yeah. So it is what it is. But that's that. The economy's going to shit. So hopefully, we're not killing each other out in the streets and all that later. What else? Wait, the government-wise. So Elon stepping away from Doge after.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That's what they say. So far, they said they cut about 200 billion. That's nowhere near the 5 trillion they were trying, or 2 trillion, whatever they were trying to cut. So good job. A lot of people have no jobs now. You guys did a great thing. I don't want to get. What's so funny? I was looking at the I saw this guy. I posted on my IG. I don't know if you watch my IG stories all the way through.
Yeah.
Look at him. I don't look at it. I just this guy walking down the street talking to a Trump. Yeah, I know you're not a Trump person per se, but like hardcore MAGA people.
And
how irrational they think. So like, what's the point of talk?
Yeah.
And it's gotten to that point. Yeah, because dog, like they're really. I see these people because there's this discourse going on now. And we can even use our inner pause. I was about to say intercourse. Pause. I was saying that that the discourse between people who voted for Trump or hardcore MAGA people has gotten to the point where there's no rationale to anything these people say in defense of him for what he's doing to the country, right? Besides just saying, "Oh, tariffs worked." Dog, I saw this guy put up a whole social media post about how tariffs in 1813 or something like that.
Oh, the Smoot-Hawley.
Dog.
Oh, that was after the Depression. They were talking about that.
Yeah, even before. But I'm like, come on, bro. 1800s versus now, manufacturing. We turned into a service economy. We do not. For us to get back to what they're talking about would take number one, none of these companies are talking about bringing anything back anytime soon. Right?
Yeah.
So they're trying to negotiate with Trump. That's why the fucking stock market's crashing and people are losing their jobs, and he's over there fundraising at Mar-a-Lago right now. $1 million a plate. You heard about that?
Oh,
you hear about
$1 million a plate?
$1 million. You trying to go? I mean,
wow. ain't no plate worth $1 million.
No,
That's crazy.
$1 million a plate to go talk to him about, hey, can you lower the tariffs on us so we can sell our cheap shit to your people?
Wow.
Which is
he does have that gold card out, the $5 million gold card. You see, he displayed that. They asked him who the first buyer was, first purchaser. He said he was. He said, I'm the first purchaser.
He don't even need it. He's already, is he stupid? He's already said, Trump, you don't need it. You're a citizen already, okay? You don't need the fucking gold card.
$5 million.
Fine. And why would you go? See, that's how tacky. This is how tacky he is. Platinum is the better card. The black card is better. But you don't want to be black. You don't want to pull out the black card. They won't give you a black card. I'm pretty sure they're not giving him a black card. Amex is not giving you a black card. Yeah, but a gold card, that's the starter kit. That's the starter kit. That's the one they give you when you have decent credit, and they're like, "Oh, look, you want to look important." Then you get, you were in the platinum club, right? Mm-hmm. We use that. We get the benefits. A little extra seat with our spouse for a flight, a little free check bag,
late
checkout,
late checkout.
little free lounge access here and there. Maybe a little credit on a car rental. I'm good with that. Black card is another level. You know what I'm saying? You could buy a house on that. You could do whatever you
personal
want on a black
concierge,
card. Yeah, bro. They have the concierge, the platinum.
But you get a personal one with the black. Like you get a specific
Oh.
person. Yeah.
So some guy or girl
Yeah,
calls
book your
me,
trips
like,
and do whatever. Yeah.
Concert tickets. You ever use their concert tickets yet?
Oh yeah. In the early where you can get it, the early dibs and all that.
I did it
or
once.
sections too, in the sections, different sections that they reserve.
I did it.
They do that a lot
once.
with the U.S. Open. U.S. Open
Oh,
is
yeah.
really good for that.
Oh yeah, they're a sponsor. That's why.
Yeah.
It's a sponsor. I went to the U.S. Open. That was 10 years ago. I saw Serena play. That was 12 years ago.
She's
2013.
amazing. Yeah.
And yeah, with I had a I don't know if I had a gold card back then or whatever, but you show your Amex card, you get into all the special booths and events and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, tennis is fun. I like going to because you kind of hang out the whole day, see all the matches. It's really kind of an event. So tennis matches are slept on. It's a good outing with nice weather.
I like it. I like it a lot. All right. So now the destruction of our country is going on economically and all that, but Myanmar is falling apart. Thailand too, apparently. I think it's pretty bad. Yeah, there was like buildings that all fell down in that place. They said over 1,000 people passed or died. Which
I
is
think it was
crazy,
7.7.
Yeah.
You see the guy that jumped from one. The building was cracking in the middle, and he had to jump. He was like 600 feet in the air, jump from one side to the other, save his family. That was a video that was going viral recently. Crazy video.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, earthquakes are wild, man. I wouldn't. That would be a terrifying. I've only experienced an earthquake once. That was actually little, like you see stuff rumbling around, but nothing crazy. That was the one we had in DC many years
Yeah, I was there
ago.
for that 2012, right? I remember
Yeah.
I stood. It was the ground was shaking, and I was like,
Yeah.
I have to stand in a doorway, right? And then, remember my old apartment condo. Yeah. There was no other place to go, so I stood in this doorway in my thing, and I'm like, oh my god, if the walls start caving, I'm dead.
No, it was like
There's nothing I could do here because that place was one bedroom. Like I had one bedroom in the living room, and I'm like, I should have just went outside. To be honest,
Outside,
with you.
yeah.
That would have made
That's
more
what you're supposed to do. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
I stood there. The ground shook for what? Less than a minute.
It was
right?
it was quick because
crazy.
it was kind of one of those things where you felt it, then it was like what, and then by the time you realized what it was pretty over. But the wall, picture fell off the wall because I was in my office, and and then everybody went outside like what the hell.
That's wild. And then out here we got worried about tornadoes. There have been tornadoes touching down left and right. One of my neighbors told me that a tornado hit our neighborhood, and this house, my house, lost its roof. Like the roof came off.
Oh,
so that's the first. That was like in 2015 or something like that.
Oh, wow, damn.
10 years ago. Way before we moved in. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Hasn't been one since, but the weather's crazy. Like there's always a little breeze.
Yeah, they had like a 5 tornado or something. It was something going on with tornadoes. I saw that was like a rare occurring event. It was like 5 different locations or something with tornadoes. But Oklahoma gets hit all the time. That's Kansas, I think, is another one. Like those flat areas are always susceptible to the tornadoes. That's another crazy thing. They have a good series on Netflix called it's interesting that these people chase tornadoes. It's like a real Twister type docu series, and they go through a really bad tornado that happened. It was actually a famous one. I can't remember the name. Joplin. It was Joplin. And that it made national news because it literally destroyed the entire town.
Damn.
Nothing was left. Yeah. So it's just crazy. Yeah.
Damn, bro. Gotta give a shout out. Happy birthday, Jarrett Clark. Jarrett Simmers.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yes.
This is birthday today or?
Tomorrow. I just texted him happy birthday. We all reconnected. It's Call of Duty brought back the Verdansk map. I don't know if you've been playing. You play Call of Duty on the phone, right?
Well, I haven't played it in a while, but
did you ever play the it was like multiplayer. This Warzone. They brought Warzone to the mobile, but they brought back the map that started this whole like community.
Oh, so you can you can play mobile with other people now, like as a
you can play mobile Warzone. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's I don't know if it was I think it was a couple of years ago they did it, but or no, maybe it was last year.
Okay.
I don't know, but I I don't know if people play it like that because they tried to bring this map to the mobile to like for people. I tried it, played it on my iPad and stuff. It was all right, nothing crazy.
Mm,
But then also I don't like mobile gaming unless I have. I mean, you could use a
yeah.
controller. I don't know.
Yeah, I tried that, but I didn't like that. I got that the thing you attach to your phone, and it gives you the like the two joy sides or whatever.
Oh, look at
like,
you. That's serious. Yeah.
But it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. What do you play, the PS5 or Xbox?
I got both.
Okay,
But you can
so
play Call of Duty on anything. Like you can
okay.
play. It's cross-platform, so you can play people on PC, Xbox, PS5.
Yeah, because I was thinking about getting a system, see if X would
said
be
that.
interested in something like that.
Did
He
you buy an
doesn't.
Xbox like 360
Well, yeah,
or something
never.
back in the
Well,
day?
yeah, never really. Yeah,
Yeah, and we
never
were supposed
really
to play
played
2K all the time.
Oh
You
yeah,
got on
oh yeah,
once.
because I was supposed to bust you up. Yeah, supposed to
Yeah,
bust
you
you up.
never.
Yeah.
Maybe you did actually. I'm not good at 2K. I remember.
Yeah. I would just play sports games. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's funny. We haven't played. I think I told you last year we got in a big old like kerfuffle while playing this game. So friendships were lost. People had bad words. Some idiot that I'm not even gonna get into it. But this is back now. Kenny and I were playing last couple of days. Not Kenny. Jared hopped on. Was like, "Yo, what up?" And we started playing again. So we all good there. I actually told him to hit up Ali, see if he wants to play.
Okay.
Yeah. Not mending that fence. Not to say that, it's like it's all good. I'm not mad. Not to say now there is no fence to mend. I mean, we make decisions in life that we have to make sometimes, Yeah, whatever. I'm good with it. So speaking of so there's this thing going on. So the LeBron slander never ends.
Oh boy.
Now, since Stephen A. Smith put this out, people are making investigative videos about why LeBron wasn't at Kobe's memorial. Did you hear about this? Do you see any of this shit?
Yeah, I mean, LeBron be on some funny stuff sometimes.
He
all.
was okay. I'm not gonna say if he was there or not. It doesn't matter because no. Let me put it this way: if he was there, it would be all about him. Because they were like, "Oh, he's there," and blah blah blah. Like I know MJ. Did MJ spoke, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah,
of course.
So
Yeah.
Are you sure about this? Are you just saying that?
Yeah. No. He definitely did. He definitely did.
One of those.
Yeah, because he got emotional. He got emotional about the
MJ cried. There's one thing, yo. He's not scared to show his emotion. He's an emotional man. I dig that about MJ. All the stuff aside, the kids on the drugs, the adultery, the murder, and the gambling.
My goodness.
I feel that, like myself, I could show a bit of emotion. He does that too. I'm not ashamed to cry. Do you cry? You cry, right? All the time, right?
Everybody does.
Everybody does? All right. Yes, it's true. We all do. Yes. I do. I cry all the time. Yeah. But so apparently LeBron, and I'll play this video because it's kind of fun.
Yeah,
it's kind of, let's see.
Is that Diana Taurasi
hold on,
never finds out was talked to 8 sources who are directly familiar with the situation to get to the bottom of a mystery that has been hiding.
You can hear that, right?
Yeah, I hear it. Yep.
All right, cool.
Allegedly in plain sight. And I'm just investigating these claims to be very, very clear on a purely factual basis. Like,
no
I'm not here to talk about motives. But claim number 1, there's a video of Diana Taurasi.
I mean, who has a turn away fadeaway jumper at 11? LeBron barely got it today.
And she does, by the way, gesture off screen left. But what we did, of course, was look at multiple angles of the broadcast of that very direction at various points in the broadcast. No visible LeBron at all in the photography. And then what I did was confirm with multiple sources that Diana Taurasi never saw LeBron James at the memorial that day. So this person held up as the proof, did not see LeBron that day. So claim number 2, that LeBron James was there, but he chose to be left off camera. And what we did was we talked to a lead producer on the memorial, a longtime award.
It paused. Hello? You know what happened? You.
Yo, hey,
You.
can you hear me?
Oh,
The video
yeah,
went
yeah.
out for a second.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I had to pause it. Did
Okay.
you get a bunch of circles and stuff? Or...
No, it just like stopped. The video just stopped.
Oh no, I paused it because my video stream.
Okay.
I don't know, whatever. I paused it. Oh yeah, so wait, let's count in 1, 2, 3. All right, there you go. I didn't need it for the cuts. What are you saying? There's bullshit because number one.
What was the? I didn't catch that. Was there more to the?
Oh, okay. I'll start
The off camera.
Let's just start it from the beginning. I'll cut. Whatever. I'll cut, but it starts from the beginning.
He finds out was talk to 8 sources who are directly familiar with the situation to get to the bottom of a mystery that has been hiding allegedly in plain sight. And I'm just investigating these claims to be very, very clear on a purely factual basis. Like I'm not here to talk about motives, but claim number 1, there's a video of Diana Taurasi.
I mean, who has a turn array fadeaway jumper at 11? LeBron barely got it today.
And she does, by the way, gesture off screen left. But what we did, of course, was look at multiple angles of the broadcast of that very direction at various points in the broadcast. No visible LeBron at all in the photography. And then what I did was confirm with multiple sources that Diana Taurasi never saw LeBron James at the memorial that day. So this person held up as the proof, did not see LeBron that day. So claim number 2. That LeBron James was there, but he chose to be left off camera. And what we did was we talked to a lead producer on the memorial, a longtime awards show producer named Ron Basile. Ron Basile helped coordinate everything from Beyonce's 6:40 a.m. soundcheck to Michael Jordan's eulogy. And the producer told us when we asked him about any directive from LeBron James about having him on camera, quote, "The off-camera thing is bullshit," end quote. And we can further tell you that according to 2 additional independent high-level sources involved in the planning of this whole event who were in attendance, what they tell us here at Pablo Torre Finds Out is that they did not see LeBron in the building. They don't know of a single person who did see him in the building. And one of the people who did not see LeBron at all that day was, in fact, Lakers owner Jeannie Buss. So, as one of the sources who spent that morning in the event's VIP areas says of LeBron, quote, "There's no fucking way he was there. If he was there, he was Casper the Ghost," end quote. My personal belief, by the way, is that I don't care how anyone chooses to grieve at all.
Yeah.
But LeBron James, the face of the Lakers, who got the tattoo, gave the speech at center court, threw away his notes, was the face of mourning for this person. What LeBron did not do was what LeBron himself had chosen to do in the weeks before. LeBron did not take center stage at all. And multiple high-level sources told us that LeBron was not invited to speak at Kobe's memorial. We had a third source involved in the planning of this, go back to an early wish list of speakers and performers. This was shared between the Lakers, Vanessa Bryant, event producers. And as this third source puts it, quote, "He's not on the list. Vanessa's on all these emails. It wasn't just the Lakers. It was a family thing. There was a lot of emotion. The word LeBron isn't even in here." What we did here at Pablo Torre Finds Out was talk to 8 sources who are directly familiar with the situation to get to the bottom of a mystery that has been hiding allegedly in plain sight. And I'm just investigating these claims to be very, very clear on a purely factual basis.
Oh, wait, this is the same answer.
Yeah.
So I
Interesting.
think this is a parody podcast because all of that. Number one, if you're quoting anybody who's a professional, whatever, producer, show, whatever, is not going to say bullshit as a quote or quote. You know what I mean? Like if I'm talking to somebody that's interviewing or trying to investigate or doing, especially for a news story, are you going to curse?
Not necessarily, no. I mean, was this an April Fool's thing or no?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. It probably was. It probably was.
What day was it?
It says 23 hours ago.
Oh.
I posted. Wait, when did I put this on the sheet?
Oh, okay.
That's a good observation. I don't know when I put on the sheet. It doesn't tell me. I should put a date next to it, but that might have been an April Fool's. You're good. You were smart. But also, I did my own investigation. There was a LeBron. They actually asked him a couple of questions about this, and he said that he was there, but not in around people. And also he did the official Lakers team eulogy at the game that they played right after the passing, and he gave an amazing speech and everybody cried. So yeah, man.
Well, it's a tragic situation that would happen, obviously, but I don't know. I think maybe it could be some kind of spoofing thing with this. Who knows? But did Stephen A. recently say that he wasn't?
Stephen A. is the reason why this is happening.
Yeah. But when did Stephen A. say that? See, that's what I
when he went on his second after LeBron put up that boxing video of him. So again, he's getting petty, and the backlash again on social media is more people on LeBron's side, obviously, because you get sick. And then have you seen Skip Bayless lately?
I don't really. He doesn't really come across my feed like that.
I mean, I follow him, but whenever LeBron hate or love comes up, I see it, bro.
Oh,
he put up three, just trying to get LeBron's attention, saying all this crazy. I'm not even gonna play it because it's so freaking retarded. Like he's such an asshole. He's just an asshole. I have zero respect for that man at this point. Like
is he just podcasting now? Is that okay?
He lost his job over there because of all the bullshit.
Yeah.
And mind you, the ratings were down after Shannon left.
Yeah.
He drove him away.
Yeah. I've never been really like a huge Skip fan. I mean,
not good.
I used to watch with Shannon.
Yeah, but, that's when when they put Shannon on there full time. And Joy Taylor, I liked her as the co-host.
Yeah.
That was the other girl that was on there. There was some blonde chick.
Yeah, I don't know.
I always thought her and Shannon had something going on.
I think they spun her off on another show, right? Was that Beadle?
No.
Michelle Beadle? Oh no, Michelle Beadle was on.
Oh, the show. Is that the girl that dropped the N-word on the one?
I think so. But she's still on ESPN, I think, on something.
No,
she's
some
NBA show.
DraftKings. She's on one of them alternative, like gambling sportscasts. Yeah, I mean, she dropped the. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
These people love to say that. I was talking to somebody about that. I was telling my team about that. We were like, why? I was just like, so many white people just want us to drop an N-bomb for no good reason. It doesn't even make sense. Like, why? Like, why do you just want to say it? Just don't say it. Just don't say it. Let me say it. I don't care. I'll say it for you. Want me to say it for you? Feel free to say it. National TV, whatever. They're not going to bleep you out. You know sing your favorite rap song too. Do it. Do it in front of me. Do it in the name. Go to O Block. Go do it there. You know what I mean? There was a thing I saw. This is total on a tangent, but I saw what's his name? That journalist Torre was telling a story on his Instagram about this guy who only got like probation and time served. Okay, I don't know if he spent any time in prison for what he did, but a guy, he was a fast food worker, a black guy and a white guy comes in complaining about his coffee at Dunkin' Donuts or something, and he got into it with the black dude, and then he's like called him an N-word, right? And he said, "Say it again. Oh, you're an N-word. You're useless." Boom, 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 boom. Punched the dude in the face, right? Old dude fell back, hit his head on the ground, and died.
Ooh.
And they counted it as some kind of self-defense charge because it was an aggravated argument that escalated into violence. So basically, they're saying like, the Torre said is that word is violence. He's trying to be all dramatic about it. And it kind of is, because when they was whipping your ass when you was a slave, they was calling you, and nowadays, I mean, even though, and there's many schools of thought on this. I know you don't use the word as much as you used to, or ever.
No, I used to when I was like in high school and stuff, but
Nah, he was.
Nah,
He was,
nah.
we used to go around, man. When we used to run them streets. He used to say it a lot.
Well, yeah.
I'm just influenced by hip hop, and I just it's just in my vernacular. So I don't drop it as much as I used to, but I also feel weird about saying it, especially in front of like white people now, which is weird. Which is kind of, like other black people I feel comfortable around. I say it a lot more. Before I used to just say it whenever, but then I seen like I remember, and this is what shocked me. This is back in 2011 to 2012 when I was at work. Remember the church girl? So
yeah.
I was playing some hip hop or something, and and then she was singing the song and dropped it, and I was like, "Yo, hey yo," and she's like, "What?"
Oh, this?
Oh yeah, and then she goes, "Oh, you surprised I said nigga?" And I was like, "What?" I looked at it, I was like, "Yo, I see who you are."
That's bold.
And I'm like, wow. But it's because I think at that time she had dated a black dude and thought,
Yeah.
some of these girls, the girl's Mexican, by the way, so I understand what the fuck she's talking about. But
yeah, I never had that situation.
Yeah, some people had that. Yeah, it's weird. And you had the whole gambit of Snow Bunny. But it's like if they respect. Yeah, if they'll like the ones that are true, like white people who truly understand these things, just don't say it at all, But then I also catch, like my friends back, like you said, back in high school, ton of even my best white friend, I'm not gonna say his name, but I was like, yeah, you used to say that back in the day. He's like, oh, I never said that thing. I was like, bro, you had a T-shirt that had that shit on it. We used to be in the car, you singing a lyric. I know, bro. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. We all, back then, nobody cared or knew anything better. You grow out of these things. So
yeah,
I'm almost there, but it's not quite there. Speaking out the N-word, black excellence is a scam. Did you see Vic Mensa talk about that?
I've seen different videos.
Wait, did you see the Vic Mensa one?
Do you have it?
Oh yeah, play it. Yeah. This was actually one of the better takes I seen on this because
I may have actually seen it. Pull it up. All
right, we'll watch it and then we'll explain.
Yeah.
Let's see. How do I have to move it. Hold on. Young Moolah, baby. That's right. I was listening to Akon this morning.
Oh, I haven't heard Akon in a minute.
Akon's a man, yeah. Let's see.
I reposted something from 19 Keys the other day saying black excellence is the scam that replaced black power. He said, what's wrong with black excellence? I guess to some that might be a controversial statement because we've been so deeply indoctrinated into the idea of black exceptionalism that we think one athlete, one actor, one president, one rapper represents meaningful progress for black people as a whole. But the studies show that black median wealth will reach zero by the year 2053 if the current trends continue. Millions of us live in prison slave camps making lids for Starbucks cups for like 50 cents a day. The hood is as fucked up as it's ever been. We got more millionaires than ever before. That shit is a scam. I think that's also the reason why we don't unify or strike and weaponize our labor in any of the industries that we dominate. The NBA, the NFL, the music industry. Because so rarely is one of us more than one step removed from poverty, so nobody's willing to risk it. We know we're being exploited by streaming. We make up all the labor and none of the ownership of the sports teams. Shit, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not saying we shouldn't strive for excellence as a people or as individuals, but we cannot make the mistake of confusing one of us getting out the hood with the progress of the group. We also have to look at the success of individuals that's achieved to the detriment of the masses. We be celebrating shit just because a nigga got some money. It don't matter who the fuck had to die. Like if niggas run around making a bag off the prison industrial complex, are we cheering that shit on? My homie reached out to me after I reposted.
So he makes very valid points there, and I had a little argument with the wife about this because I always question black excellence because we listen to these podcasts a lot, right? I listen to like Angela Rye has a podcast with Andrew Gillum and that woman from CNN that got kicked off, got kicked out the White House, I think. Very odd podcast. They have a sex offender and Angela Rye. I have my opinions. The whole notion of black excellence is, it is kind of a scam because it number one, I'm always proud when somebody makes it out of college, makes it to college, gets a great job, does something. Yeah, and it's not, but it's not a rare thing in our community for people to do. There's tons of black doctors that I know. There's tons of black lawyers that I know. Yeah. And you're proud. I mean, it's great as far as like people being proud of that, but you don't. but it doesn't make like national news. like you know what I'm saying? So, like they prop up things that we all should strive for in life, right? Like getting excelling in education and doing all these good things. So I kind of am, you know, torn between like, hey, are these individual accomplishments like all that there is, or like Vic Mensa said, you know, like how do we move past that and look at the bigger picture? Because when how many people you don't see, white people celebrating every time, or a whole group of white people celebrating every time somebody just graduated from law school or graduated top of the class. Like the guy, I never heard of the dude that shot the CEO of the whatchamacallit, the pharmaceutical company. Yeah, Luigi. But he was valedictorian, went to an amazing school, all this stuff. Don't know nothing about him. But if I'll run across a post about some black kid that became valedictorian or graduated top of their class. Now, these are things that we should all strive for. But again, the community, I don't know, like I said, it's like when you celebrate it that hard, it's like saying like, oh my God, they're like the exception.
Well, you haven't been there before, kind of. That's the thing.
But that's not the exception.
That's I think it's all just the span of time that's caused this to be the case, right? Like we weren't in the room for so long, and that's the problem. It's like going to a store for the first time that has nice shit in it. Your mom tells you don't touch nothing, right? Because the first thing you want to do is go touch it, right? Because you never experienced anything like that before. Like, wow, these toys look different. You just automatically know this is a whole different situation. But I think that's just what it is. I mean, it's where we are today is amazing based on where we've come from as far as a people, as far as like the setbacks and the collective things that were done. But ultimately, that's the ultimate problem, right? That was all curated. That didn't happen by accident. That all happened, systematically, purposefully. So so we just haven't been in a space long enough. I mean, look, segregate. We're one generation basically, right? Removed from segregation, right? So, I mean, just think about that. Just having access to buy homes, go to the same schools, use the same, facilities, like eat in the same restaurant, So we're not far removed from that. So that's part of the issue. We just haven't been in a space for long enough with success to know what real success is. So it's a double, it's a double whammy, right? Like our vision of success is someone doing something that is normal because it's been happening for the past few hundred, and
not even.
Right?
You're really just talking maybe the past 50 years.
In
the black
I'm saying
community,
as far as that's what I'm saying. But the other side, right? The other
integrated
folks,
black community. Don't get it twisted. We had shit until they burned it down.
No, absolutely.
Harlem, Oklahoma.
Oh yeah,
all that shit.
No. Absolutely.
It was there, and then integration
no doubt about
fucked that up.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that. And that's the whole thing. Is that's part of the issue as well, right? Things that were lost that we did at some point have control over that were taken. As when you got to that quote unquote plateau or place where you thought things were sustainable, and then it got stripped for whatever reason. That just set back a whole nother, generation, right? So I think that's the ultimate problem. It's hard. The mental game is the strongest game there is, right? So it's hard when, a whole system has been put in place and allowed for us to be in positions that, winning is not something that we necessarily know what it really is, right? It's like how many billionaires are on the Forbes and how many of those are, us, right? Our billionaires look a lot different financially than their billionaires, and that's a testament to the start in which, right, just in general, that some folks had. So that's, I mean, it's hard. It's going to be hard for us to really rationalize that or really encapsulate that because we've got a lot more to do, and we're still trying to catch up. So.
When does the empowerment start, though? It's like going back to that thing. Like, is it always like? When do you start saying, okay, cool, you graduated from law school or whatever, You got your top of your class. What's the next step? What's the next thing? Because they never talk about, what's so odd about it is that some of these things, and like I said, I've seen it where it makes some kind of at least social media news, right? But they don't talk about it. Like, how many black billionaires, like real ones, like the ones that are in business and whatever, do we talk about? How many, like I didn't know who Ben Carson was until they fucking, until he started becoming Republican, and he was all over TV talking. I was like, oh, this is the guy who did this, there's so many the hidden figures with those women that came up with the formulas for the spacecrafts and all that. Yeah. Like, we don't know these things until it's
the
not
general,
too late, but I do know that Shaniqua got an A on her Regents exam, and it made the shade room or something, and I'm like, black excellence. You know what I mean? Like, that's not, to me, it's just like, dude, I got an A on an exam once too. How come I'm not black X? But I guess propping it up is good, but at the end of the day, it's like, again, I don't really care.
Well, it should just be much. Right. I think that regardless of how successful you've been or gonna be or whatever the case may be, people understand, just like right and wrong. People understand levels of success, right? You don't have to be a genius to figure out, like, hey, wow, you've accomplished this. That's pretty cool. So I think we just have to take out the descriptor, right? It's just excellent, great job, right? Like, amazing, right? Like, this is
good job.
A person doing something. Next? Yeah, this person.
But
doing
it's not
something.
really excellent. I mean, when you said black power, it's replaced black power, and when you say black excellence, that's just like, okay, but that's individual accomplishments. What are we doing as a community? There's so many. That's the thing. That's the tough part, and that's the thing that people really don't think about. Like, okay, you became a scholar or a teacher, or you're a doctor, lawyer, a wealthy entrepreneur. What's next, right? Yeah. What are you doing? Like, what? How are you shaping and molding these people? And then we'll see. But I personally just think it's like, to his point, like you said, like a scam, because it distracts from the bigger picture in my head. And as we start, we clap for these things, like these individual accomplishments, but they only benefit the individual. And that's kind of like, check this out. That's why white culture is falling apart. And at least, so the U.S., when I say white culture, the U.S. is the only country with white culture, because there's so many, there's black culture, white culture, everybody's kind of separate, because slavery and them, like Europeans, not, and so many different types of Europeans being here, just let's call them all white, right? So that's where the notion of white culture comes from. And then obviously they have their own culture, like fucking country music, hot dogs, or whatever the fuck they stole from Europe and made it, whatever. So where's I going with this? Oh yeah, like now white culture is so individual based too, and that's why there's less, like, think about it. They celebrate Donald Trump. Oh, he's rich. He's so rich, or whatever. They're not celebrating, doctors and lawyers and educated people anymore. They used to. Like, back in the day, that this doctor found the cure for some shit, right? We grew up knowing, doctor, people looked at Dr. Fauci or whoever with admiration. Now they look at him as the guy who, killed everybody. You know what I mean? My God, vaccines are so bad, blah, 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 blah. Like that type of shit. So there has been a shift in the way white people think about, their own, thing. It's like white power has been replacing white excellence. I'm serious. Think about it. How superficial it is. Like, obviously a guy like Trump is representative of a white power structure. Yeah. But he's not educated. He's not.
Well, I mean,
he's not. Come on. He's not educated. Come on.
Well, I mean, he went to Wharton, really good business school.
You know why he went there? His father.
Well, that's a lot of times that happens. He didn't get
the grades. He's not a bright. Do you think he's a smart individual? Do you think he's smart?
Well, I don't think, it's one of those things where I don't think he's stupid. I mean, I think he's very calculated, and he knows how to, manipulate people. which takes some intelligence. I mean, he has
Well,
he has
look,
social. He has a lot of.
He's a great marketer. Yes,
yeah.
but
he knows
the
how
real
to
people. The guy's
brand
like,
himself.
yeah, I think that he's
And it just depends on what you're looking for.
a strong
right?
man.
Like he's perfect for politics. Like he understands people and he understands how to get what he wants. Which is a big part of politics.
It all goes along with how dumb people are getting too. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's like it's widely known that a lot of doctors are not really good at finances or personal finances, right? Does that make them stupid? No, I mean people just have different knacks for different things. But I don't know. You have to almost have like maybe some other things going on to be generally dumb.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's. I think that the whole issue with this is, again, it's just like we don't look at each other as just people, and that's just there's a lot of pain, obviously, in our community when it comes from everything that's happened, things that happen currently, and all of that. And I think that keeps and I've seen some other videos, other folks talk about this, kind of like we're trauma bonded in a way, as Black people. We have a hard time, right, of taking that next leap of faith or that next step, because we're holding on to the past, and it's not a bad thing to hold. We always have to acknowledge the past and understand, where we're going. So we have to understand what the past is. But I think we do kind of sometimes, right? It's like we are people. We always wanted equality, and that's it. Like anyone else, right? Most people just want equality. And at the end of the day, people just want to be treated like people, human beings, So everybody should just do that, respect each other for who they are, and try to do the best they can. And I think if we just stop attaching like race to everything, and it's like the whole Black History Month thing, like,
no, God,
it's it's like, okay, what,
Morgan Freeman now? Come on, man.
No, I'm just saying, but it's true.
I don't think it's a bad thing. And you don't have to. It doesn't have to be a fucking
but
national holiday. I think it's something that we should honestly pay attention to.
But and every month, or there's a day for this, there's a month for this, there's a month for that. But again,
it's White History Month every fucking year.
Well,
every day.
Well, again, and that's what I'm saying. We need to do a better job as far as bringing more of the history into the forefront on a regular. So and that comes from empowering and doing more things to bring that to the to the masses. Because growing up, right, any big Black movie we had was typically a slave movie.
Or a porn flick.
In the 90s, it was like, you had like, 80s, 90s and all this, Roots, and then Amistad. And, I mean, everything that was glory, everything that had that was like in the forefront of like Oscar nomination and stuff, right? To Be a Slave was a big one, right? There was a huge push with slave
Roots.
Movies. Yeah, that's it. Kind of started, but there was a huge push for that, and those would be critically acclaimed, right, movies, and I think that we should be telling different stories when it comes to that,
You can't. I don't
stories
think
of
we should forget
successes. Oh no, I'm just saying, but stories of successes. So like what you're talking about, right? Like how people can get to know. Like Malcolm X is one of my favorite movies of all time. Like that's a great biop of Malcolm X. It tells you a lot about him, his struggles, everything that happens, and his ascend, right, to be who he became to be. And we probably need more stories like that. But we got a lot of slave movies, and then we had a lot of urban centric, right, hood movies, right, that like Boys in the Hood. So we had those two options. We had slave movies, and we had movies which were movies.
Birth of a Nation. Remember Birth of a Nation?
Yeah. Yep.
So I know I actually went to school with Nate. Not Nat.
Oh yeah.
I go to school with Nat Turner. Nate Parker, the guy who wrote. But you know what's so funny? They sabotage so Birth of a Nation. Yes, it's rooted in the slave whatever, but it was a slave rebellion movie. They killed a bunch of whites and all that shit. Mm-hmm. And what was crazy about it is that it was critically acclaimed, like Cannes and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, remember the old allegations that came out on Homie.
Oh yeah.
And this is funny, but on the old podcast, New and I got into a whole thing because I actually know Nate and I hung out with him. I'm not going to get into the shenanigans, but there is a little truth to some of those things, but nothing in the court of law was proven, so it's all, you know, it shouldn't have been what it was. But that guy lost everything after that, right? Like the movie, he was coming up. Like he was like they were saying he's gonna be the next Denzel, this guy. And I think what's his name, who they just tore down, the brother, what's his name, Jonathan Majors, was like more of his replacement over time. But Nate, talented, very talented actor, but that movie got him in trouble, like with Hollywood, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, they didn't expect people for it to resonate like that, and then they killed it before, you know, at the box office. They didn't want.
Well, I'm just watching,
pushed out there like that. It wasn't
I was just
that
watching
great
about
anyway.
Boomerang. Boomerang had a big problem coming out and getting. I think it
talking about black relationships,
but just having a professional. Right, that wasn't really seen with an all-black cast. And they were all professionals, right? The Boomerang, they were all high-end, made money. You know, Eddie was the leading man, right? Like that really was kind of revolutionary. When I first saw Boomerang, I was like really happy and proud to see that movie. Like I really enjoyed that movie, and it did.
I didn't think about it at the time. Yeah, I didn't think about it at the time, but it did.
They're all in suits, CEOs. They're all executives, board meetings.
Family,
you know what I'm
like
saying?
like the family. The guy had a mother and father. I was like, oh my god, you know, mom and dad are coming over for Thanksgiving and all this stuff. Like, it's regular. Like,
but Eddie talked about it was hard for him to get that. Push because it was an all-black cast and it was, you know, all positive.
I don't get why. I mean, I don't know. I do get it, like stereotypes, why they sell better. But when it comes to black movies, when we try to be relatable, and this is the thing, like this is why, like when they say why people get so like white people get so mad, like, oh, why do you have to cast a black whatever Superman or a black whatever? I'm like, does it matter? It's acting, number one, and if they want to diversify, or black the 007, remember they said James Bond black at some point. I'm like, okay, like we've had different white men play James Bond, right? So what's the difference? Just because the man's skin is black, that's gonna make him like different? Like, just, he's saying the same shit. He's doing the same shit the other James Bonds did, and they were all different Europeans. Thing. One was British. One was were they all British? Now, if they were all British, then I can get. But the black guy was British.
Well, no.
Make
Roger Moore.
He's British, right? Was he American?
Yeah, he was American, I think. He was like the second. He was the one after. Was he before Sean Connery or after? So Sean Connery, I think, was the original, and then Roger Moore might have been. But
Pierce Brosnan, my favorite.
Roger Moore was the one that was like the least known, or the least I guess critically acclaimed Bond character, but yeah, I mean, again, goes back to just like at the end of the day, we got to just really get out of our own way and just understand like we're all humans at the end.
We're all like, humans.
We all want the same things. We all have the same.
We're not that evolved though, man. Like when it comes American culture in itself, like I feel like European culture, other cultures around the world look at, and this is a thing, American exceptionalism, and it stems from, again, cultural. This is black and white and people who are native to this place as a problem in the world, because you think you're better than everybody else, even though you're not really doing shit, right? Like, and that's the thing. No, people, oh, America, this. The people who are so hype on America, wear flags and all this shit, they're trash. You ever see this trailer trash? Like they're wearing American flags, 2 teeth missing, not healthy, uneducated. That's American exceptionalism in a nutshell. It's a fun thing to look at, right? You look at it like, country music and a pickup truck and sleeping with your sister and your cousin. All of that shit is cool, like to look at. But nobody strives to be that. It's a part of our. It's like the underbelly of our culture that is there, not in front of the camera per se, but it is the majority of what it is out there. And that's why this movement around Trump is so weird, because he is the opposite of all that. He does. I mean, besides wanting to sleep with his kids and stuff, but like he's just weird. It's just weird how the lowest. the lowest man on the totem pole looks up to the guy who's been spitting on you since day one.
Mm-hmm.
Like he does not want to be near this trash, but he has them all in his clutches. They love him. And like you said, he's a great communicator in that sense, a marketer, and all that. It is what it is. Obama had the same effect. He fooled them too. But then if you think about it, Obama, again, I hate to blame, but he was part of the problem. Like he promised, like a black man promised you a bunch of white people a bunch of shit and not coming through. They'll like you gave him a shot. Look, we tried this nigga shit in the White House. Fuck y'all. Sorry to use the N-word, but that's exactly what they were saying or been saying for the past 16 years since he or whatever. So they tried it, but obviously we all saw what happened because of like the powers that be, the white powers that be, shut him down. And he was too pussy to try to do anything, substantial for change. But that's a whole other podcast. So I don't know, bro. I look at it. You can have both exceptionalism and power, but I think black power needs to be stressed more in the narrative around these things nowadays. To his point, like we shouldn't just celebrate everybody getting money and having a little bit of success. We should be celebrating bigger picture things that happen, which aren't that many.
Well, that's the thing. We gotta get to a point where we understand, as a race of people, like what that bigger picture is. It's still right now, right? The notion of I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna put myself on, and then good luck. Where other people tend to have more of a communal type view and say, look, you're another one of me. You're from, you're such and such as whatever, like has that more fraternity, sorority type feel to it. And in general, I guess in comparison, but it's, I don't know, people now with the society that we're in and how everything is so sensationalized on social media. I mean, I've said this before, we're all just kind of caricatures of ourselves, right? Like people live two different lives. Online, there's a whole different life. In real life, there's a whole, people have a whole like
I got two different Instagram pages, bro. One where I just talk my shit, and the other one, it's true.
Yeah, it's another personality. It can just be like, so
it's not necessarily another person. It's just a side. To me, it's just that. And when I created and I have it up there today, which is ironic. That's my other Instagram page at I do this for the gram. But it's funny because it was a joke at first, right? Like I thought it was funny, like, let me post up these dumb pictures and like of my car or whatever. And nothing. It's funny because I put like at the time I was driving a Model 3 Tesla and a C-Class Mercedes. Right, and it's like I put this obnoxious video up there, the two cars. Do you see that video? Ever play it for you?
I think so. Yeah,
I put all my expensive sneakers.
I think you put it in the group chat we were all in one time.
Yeah. It's out there, but it's funny because I did it like jokingly, and the comments, some people were like, "What the hell? You got a C-Class Mercedes? You're not." I was like, "Dude, what car do you drive?" Again, just me trolling people, like just seeing is like it doesn't matter what car you're driving. Like, but what are you driving? What are you wearing? What kind of sneakers? Like all this stuff. Like, and to me, it was funny at the time, and then it progressed into this channel actually that stuff's posted on, to my hobby of sneakers. But that stuff to me, it's like a big part of what makes social media what it is and why people like buy into this individual accomplishment, exceptionalism stuff is because when you get to a certain level of success, and you're different from me, you're not flossy or, you like,
I went through that phase though. I went through that.
We all did. I mean, you driving BMW and, and all that stuff. And, but me, I always liked things, right? That's my mom liked nice things. My dad liked nice things. We always had nice things around the house. We always did nice things. They bought us nice things, all of that stuff, regardless if we had money or not. It was always just something, not necessarily that it felt good. It's just like a standard, right? And then to me, I took it to another level. My sister, not so much, but me, I'm just like, I'll spend my last, I'll go for, ever see the term fresh to debt? Like, you're in debt. Yeah, so when it came to clothes, whatever. And I'm still like that, and it's crazy, but it is what it is. Might need to see a therapist for it, but a lot of people are like that, and it's and a lot of people in the black community, right? And I don't now it's gotten to the point where I just do it because I feel good about it, not necessarily to show off shit, right? I rarely, even when I go into spaces with other black people, I don't put on the, expensive shit like I used to. Like this, again, like back in the day, the minute I got this, yo, when are we going to the club? I'll be wearing I got the $2,500 coat on or whatever. I'm going to the club. I got to do this. I got to do that. New sneakers popping right on my feet. Right now, I just look at them, right? I don't even care. It is what it is. Yeah. But not caring about it has resulted in a lot of financial issues with it. So, meaning, that's like overspending on bullshit. So that's something we gotta cure. Well, speaking about overspending on bullshit, Drake's Nokia video. I like it. No, it's not bullshit, by the way. Shout out to Drake.
Yeah, it was good.
I liked it. There's a lot of criticism, like, we could have done better with this, why is there so much symbolism about fucking Kendrick Lamar? Like, chill, relax, people. The video was not about Kendrick Lamar. It was about a Nokia, and yeah, there could be some subtle things, like you guys said, like the snake thing and all that stuff. Yeah, you could dig deep. Like, look, I love that they're picking apart fucking lyrics to a dance song, but it was it was like the lyrics and visuals through dance song. Bro, shout out to Tanisha Scott. I know her by proxy. Shout out to Carrie. You remember KJ, Canadian girl?
Oh yeah.
So I was actually I posted about the video, and I sent her a DM. I was like, yo, tell Tanisha, because I spoke to Tanisha maybe once in my life on like a phone call or whatever back in the day. But no, that's awesome. Like, Tanisha Scott is one of the best choreographers in the game. She worked on Hotline Bling with Drake. She did an amazing job on this video. Yeah, and I'm so glad. And she's our age, so I always
and that's definitely the banger for the summer too. That's definitely the summer.
This is why I wanted to talk about it, bro. Doesn't a music video like totally just change the perception of a song sometimes? Yeah, I liked Nokia when I heard it. I was like, yeah, this is cool, whatever. And then I saw the video and I saw like.
I liked it better.
Just the visual, like not. It wasn't even like the girls or anything like that. Like Drake, they the video had this swag to it. Not to be all cliche, but Drake when he wants to do his thing, he does the thing, right? And I was like, oh, that's the Drake I fuck with. Confident. He wearing his fucking weird clothes and shit. And I loved it. Whatever. I loved it, and I thought that the whole Chrome Hearts thing was fucking cool as shit. Never mind all the other
that jacket had to be a grip. That jacket had to be. I mean,
the Chrome Hearts joint that he was on. Yeah. No, I gotta send you the Wisdom K.
That's just probably like 30 grand.
Do you follow Wisdom K?
No, we were talking about.
Yeah, dude. I gotta send you some of his. Like, you gotta follow him on IG. This is the guy. He just makes up these $200,000 outfits and all this crazy shit. But like the Chrome Hearts shit is real, yo. I can't even afford to look at Chrome Hearts. If I went dude, like hats, trucker hats, and fitted hats in Chrome Heart. Retail are like $700, $700.
Jeez,
there's nothing special about it. It's just
no. It's it almost looks like how whatchamacallit was back in the day. Ed Hardy when it first
Ed Hardy and all that shit. But it's just like Chrome Hearts. Who really did? I think Cher. There's a couple of celebrities that literally live like they just design shit specifically for them, and it bled into hip hop. And I think like the Travis Scotts and all these other people, and then it became like a trendy thing where the people with Chrome Hearts hats. That's like a regular thing. You could buy that shit on StockX. I was considering but I'm like, I'm not wearing any other Chrome Hearts. I can't afford it. Like, they have like jewelry, all this.
I'm looking the t-shirts are $460 on Goat. The regular t-shirt, the hoodie. 3,000. a little cotton hoodie.
The pants are crazy. Like denim, their denim is crazy. I can't even. I don't even want to look at it, and I don't even like. I would have to go to. I think it's in LA. I'd have to go there and try some shit on. I can't. I'm not just buying it blindly. Like, oh, it's that's my waist. Okay, if that shit don't look right on me, I ain't buying it. But if I, one day I might spoil myself and buy me a pair of Chrome Hearts.
Yeah, you could buy like tumblers and wine glasses and stuff.
Oh, they got everything. Yeah, I mean, now it's a brand. It's a brand. It's like Supreme, but like super more expensive and more niche. So, that whole Chrome Hearts aesthetic and the dancing, the fucking, he did the little two-step. Maybe that little two-step thing he did, that was definitely a little shot at Kendrick, trying to mimic his little lame dance moves and stuff. But I definitely Drake is back on top. He hasn't left the top, by the way, people. Don't pause.
Yeah, I feel like he
hasn't.
This summer he'll probably own the summer watch because everybody's sick. Everybody's worn out with
nobody wants to hear that shit, man. Some guy, I gotta send you this post. Some guy did an analysis of Kendrick's rapping voices, right? So there's 3 different Kendrick rapping voices that he uses, right? The one that he's like, high, low, whatever. And I commented on it. I was like, wow, you just gave me 3 more reasons to hate his voice. Like, I hate his voice 3 times more now because you just broke it down for me. And that was my big thing with Kendrick. But if you start analyzing and breaking it down even more, I'm not gonna say I think he's just a little bit better of a rapper than Drake. And we could debate that all day, like with another rap person. But I think Drake, from a historical sense, I put him closer to people that I like to listen to, the Kanyes, the Jay-Z, the Nas, than I would put a Kendrick. Because Kendrick is just he's just rapidy rap to me. That's like Talib Kweli. There's only so much Talib Kweli I could listen to before I could say, okay. But he got some bangers. Don't get it twisted. I fuck with Talib Kweli. There's some songs that he's done that I fuck with. The albums too that I listen to.
Yeah, and that's, I think, and that's why I think, because I love Nas, but I think sometimes Nas can be kind of on the cusp of that too, he's a great rapper, right? So but sometimes I think like people prefer a Hove because of how the flow is,
And the way the production, everything. Did you listen to the last 3 Nas album, the King's Disease joints?
Yeah.
Like anything stand out to you? There was a couple of, I listened to it, but I never really got.
Yeah, he had one joint. What was I'm trying to think. It might have been the first because he came out with 3, right? King's Disease.
Yeah, they were all the same. It's not. Look, I love Nas, one of my favorite rappers. We could all debate all day about the battle with him and Jay. I know you think he won. But I think it's all like that.
Yeah, I think it just. The song just went out of control, so it was hard for Drake to get away from that. Not like us.
Not about Nas and Jay.
Nas. Oh yeah, and Ether. Yeah, Ether. Yeah. No, Ether is. But I understand when people, because I love Hove. I love Hove's music, so I understand that flow that Hove has, right, is more maybe easier on the ear, like more, right, like than maybe Nas, because Nas got some joints that. You can go in.
Oh yeah, dog. Lost Tapes. That's my favorite Nas album.
Oh yeah. Lost Tapes. I love the Lost Tapes. Yeah.
Black Widows on that thing.
It's got
a whole bunch of songs.
So no, Nas is obviously an all time, but I get why. But I would
Silent Murder.
I would listen to Nas a million times over more than Kendrick, but. I think the style of Kendrick, because he can rap and he's critically acclaimed, he has all those things, right? But I don't think
the whole point of hip hop is for white people not to like it. He's gotten Pulitzer Prizes, Grammys, and shit. This motherfucker is so like they look at him as like, oh, I like Kendrick. Maybe I could say the N-word now. That's what they look at Kendrick like. And he did this video, literally a video of him bringing a white kid on stage, and the kid was comfortable saying the N-word in front of him. You know why? Because I'm one of you now. Like it's so like I feel. And look, the LA culture is different too. So I don't know. Like they have different rappers, different styles, different whatever. So. That plays into it, So I love. There's so many rappers out of LA though that we just don't like. I love Rascass. He was different, but he was more East Coast than West.
Yeah.
But he never, I don't know if you fuck with Rascass like that, but like he's had some joints. The battle raps and all these like the whole Souls of Mischief, Del Funky Homo Sapien. Oh, there was a whole bunch of rap groups from the West Coast that did what they did. Obviously Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, classic. But that was like Snoop Dogg. I can listen to Snoop because he's an icon. Like he could rap, and the production was good, And he just the flow, like we do with Hope and all. This is why they're so well respected. Dre with the production, Eazy-E, I love the Eazy-E and all that shit. MC Ren, all them joints, yeah.
Yeah.
But
damn,
the
I'm looking at
thing,
these Chrome Heart jeans. Though,
this man about to buy some Chrome Hearts.
22,000.
About to go buy some Chrome
for
Hearts.
Used joints.
Dog, look.
17,000 for.
I'm challenging you. Next time you get back on this podcast, you gotta wear something that costs over 2 racks.
I don't understand though. Why
over 2 racks?
Why people paying this much for this? I mean, why would somebody pay 13,000, 20,000 for some jeans though?
Why I pay 2,500 for? I don't know why I paid.
That just doesn't make any sense. You gonna drop 100,000 on 5 pair of jeans? I don't care if
you don't have to buy all the same ones.
Yeah,
I'm telling you. Actually, let me show you.
This must be an all-time life generational warranty. Like anybody in your family that ever has these jeans,
no,
could always
nope.
Because I'm looking at them. I mean, they're not like I just don't understand. And see, jeans like this too, you gotta they very flashy. So you can't these ain't no just chill.
They're not really that flashy.
Well, they got all these things all over them, all the crosses or whatever.
Not all of them.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen any plain denim.
I'm gonna show you something. I'm pulling up Wisdom K's Instagram.
It's so funny. They got the bootleg Chrome Heart joints on Amazon, $69.
Finally did it, huh? Y'all finally fucking did. I can't. 100 fucking ridiculous. But okay, anything for you guys. Let's do it. Starting off with the pants, we've got these Chrome Hearts LaFleur knee trousers. These pants are heavy as shit. Listen to this. You'll notice here some alterations because I had to take these to a tailor because I've got quite a massive gluteus maximus. These pants were $5,000. These shoes are technically Rick owned, but they've been given the Chrome Hearts hardware treatment. We've got this white Chrome Hearts button-down shirt. Next, we're gonna throw on this $12,000 Chrome Hearts vest.
That vest is dope.
It's always wisdom. They send you so much chrome. They must send you so much chrome. I wish they sent me any chrome. All the chrome you see is acquired with these bare hands. Oh yeah, Chrome Hearts roller belt. Now, I've shown this one before. It is 14,000 Ave Diamond Chrome Hearts bracelet. We got my personal favorite, the roller bracelet. Next, we have the cemetery cuff. Lastly, we have the floral cuff ID bracelet and the motifling bracelet. For rings, we're just gonna do these 2 guys. We've got the suede Chrome Hearts fully silk Hermes lining. This bad boy was $22K. Next, we have the Chrome Hearts tie with the dagger hardware. Dagger? I hardly know her. Next up for the bag, we got this Chrome Hearts duffel. And then lastly, we have the Chrome Hearts box officer. All right, this is it. This is a $100,000 Chrome Hearts outfit. It's always, Wiz, just wait till I catch you outside wearing all that chrome. Bitch, you think I'd step outside in this? Wow, y'all finally did it, huh? Y'all finally fucked.
His freaking wardrobe is ridiculous, bro.
What the hell?
He buys all this shit himself, dude. He's got watches, all this stuff. He's like he's a male model influencer type person. They send him stuff for free, like all these big fashion brands.
Yeah,
like the I'm talking like Versace, all of them, to have him style it and wear it in his videos. But he buys, like, he makes so much money, I guess. I don't know how much, but he buys, like, he really loves Chrome Hearts and buys a lot of that shit. And all this weird stuff, like Rick Owens. Like, Rick, I don't know if you're familiar with Rick Owens, but Rick Owens is, like, weird.
ASAP was big on that, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, it totally evolved into, like, goth type of shit now. And they do, like, weird, like, just weird runway stuff. And a lot, I mean, there is a market for it, but it's just expensive goth wear, in my opinion. This guy totes the line. Like, he dresses like real hip hop sometimes, and then he'll dress like super like dressed up and then dressed down, like grunge time.
But your video's looking a little blurry. I don't know if you see it on your side.
No, I think I'm good. Hopefully it's good. I don't know. It looks fine on my side. It pulls video from 2 different sources. Anyway, that's that thing. But Chrome Hearts, man, go get some, man. Wear it next week.
Yeah. No, I'm about to.
You get the. Look at you.
I
saw that deal. I saw that deal you closed. I know what's going on here.
I'm like, listen. I'm giving you a little chrome. Give me a little Chrome Heart, a little belt buckle or something.
Little Chrome Heart belt buckle, little trucker hat.
yeah. Actually, I might give one of those hats. I'll give one of those hats. How much the hats go for?
Oh, I mean, on the resale, $600 to $800. I mean, I think I don't know what the retail actually is. It might be lower than $600. I'm just assuming, but yeah, you could get them on resale $600 to $800 for a trucker hat.
Okay.
You can't don't sweat that thing out, yo. Make sure you get a black one too. So
Yeah, but you got to take that to dry cleaners.
I mean, I would. Wouldn't you? Or clean it like with a really soft bristle toothbrush and a real sensitive cleaner. I wouldn't be.
That's so funny. Going to the dry cleaner, like you drop off your hat.
Yeah. Drop off hat
man.
to dry cleaner.
It's like,
yo, take care
when
of
can I
this
get my
trucker
hat back? Yeah, like let me get my hat. Don't put no
Don't fuck
tags on
that
my
up.
shit.
Don't put on, don't put that in little pin through there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, I feel it's so funny. I was looking. What was I thinking about? Like, there was something. I had this. Oh, I was bitching about that bulletproof vest thing I was wearing a couple weeks ago on the podcast.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this thing's like $1,200. I didn't pay $1,200 for it. I think I paid like $400 for it. It was retail was $400. At the time, I was like, why the fuck am I? And, because it looked cool. It looked like a bulletproof vest. And then I threw it on, not knowing that it was worth something. And when I took it off, I was like, oh shit! I put it back in the plastic. I was like, I put the tag back.
What was
on
that?
it.
Supreme? What was that?
It was
Supreme?
Supreme. It was Supreme.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put the tag. I want the hat. That hat is $300. The same hat I was wearing in that video. That outfit right there was about $1,500. Right? And yeah, and it was just some random black. Everything was black. I'm like, I just wore some black shit and it cost $1,500. Like this is a little more, you know what I mean? Like outlandish and but or whatever. I can't be spending money like that. Anywho, let's see. I don't think there's anything else to talk about. But the next
Yeah, I think that was
week.
yeah, next week. I mean, the last piece we could just say, I give your picks for Final Four. I'm gonna go with Duke and Florida to win and meet in the championship game.
Oh, I have not even been following the girl. I feel bad. Oh, shout out Juju Watkins.
Yeah. I wonder, did UConn women's win last night? I saw them were playing.
Women's UConn did win last night. They kicked UCLA's ass.
Yeah, the UConn's been on a tear. So UConn and South Carolina, man, that's going to be a heavyweight fight. Those two teams.
Oh, South Carolina.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were good this year, but
oh no, yes. They only lost 3 games, 35-3. Yep. They're actually a number 1 seed.
They were perfect
UConn's,
the other year, right?
Yeah, they've had undefeated seasons, but UConn's a 2 seed in the tournament. So South Carolina's,
Wait, I'll pull up the bracket.
But Becker's, what's her name?
Paige.
She's been dropping like 30. Yeah, she's been dropping like 30 a game.
I can't wait.
Oh wow, they did crush. 35, 30.
Bro, I'm a huge Juju Watkins fan because obviously because of the LeBron association, but she's the next one, bro. I mean, it sucks that she got injured.
Nice. I know.
But she was she was on pace to crush Caitlin Clark's scoring record.
The score, yeah.
Oh, here's the bracket for the men.
And Paige got that same injury.
And she's back, but she's killing it. So Juju's gonna come back strong.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so Florida. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Florida and Duke. Florida Duke. Shout out to Rome. I got a friend who's heading out to the games. He's on his way. He's going to the Final Four games and the championship game.
Oh, nice. Those tickets must have been a grip.
Actually, it wasn't bad. He said he got a good deal. He got like I think $1,500 for all 3 games for total. Yeah, so that's not bad. Like the 100 section somewhere.
Cooper Flagg. I forgot Cooper Flagg is
Yeah.
the man right now. So Duke was Duke. Wow.
Duke's been running through people, but Houston's defense, man. Houston only allows like 60 points a game to their opponents. Like they
not to Gonzaga. They almost lost to Gonzaga here.
Yeah.
I was looking at the bracket.
But Duke is I don't know. It's defense versus offense in that game. And all 4 number 1 seeds made the Final Four. First time since the last time they did it when it was in San Antonio. Isn't that funny? The last time all 4 number 1 seeds went to the Final Four was when it was in San Antonio.
When was that? What year was that?
I think it was like 2012 or something. It's a long time ago.
I don't even remember. Well, that's awesome. At least, did somebody get a perfect bracket then?
Oh no, it's impossible.
So, has you seen anybody posting about their bracket being perfect yet? Or anybody?
No,
I know it's impossible, but
no, it's quadrillion.
It looks like
might as well play Powerball.
Iowa State. I mean, like I'm looking at some of the brackets of the winners and losers. So, like Iowa State got lost in the Sweet 16. Not Sweet 16, the 24. Michigan State won. It looks like the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8 kind of panned out the way it's supposed to pan out.
Yeah, it was
looks
very
like.
chalky. Very chalky.
Yeah,
This,
yeah, like Florida beat Maryland. I was kind of hoping Maryland did better. Texas Tech won, and then Florida won. Okay, yeah, that's the men's side. I mean, the men's side's kind of boring. I haven't followed either side. I just catch like the highlights of both, like because I don't know any of the names on the men's side, like the guys who were playing. The girls side, just because of the last 2 years, I've been following it because of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. So I knew like Juju and Paige and all the other girls that are killing it. So shout out to women's NCAA breaking market share.
Yeah.
And hopefully WNBA don't fuck up this year and spend all their money on private jets and shit, because if they end up, I think Caitlin's going to have a really breakout season. And Angel Reese, shout out to you for holding it down in the off season with that. I think there was some league she was playing in that kind of got a bit of a notoriety on the women's side.
Okay.
So they're doing their things out there, and I feel like it's going to be a something since nobody likes to watch the NBA, since apparently LeBron James destroyed it or something. Even though it's like, whatever. That's what Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless say, that he ruined the NBA for everybody. But it is what it is. We'll see. Oh, and also, we could talk, because I want to. I talked to Dayoud. He's down to do a little.
Oh yeah.
I want
Okay.
to get him in for a debate. Maybe we should dedicate the whole episode, because I know it'll get heated. Come with stats. Come with videos.
Yeah.
We all have to come with ammo. I know
yeah.
you're gonna have a lot of bullshit, because every time, people.
Look,
I'm talking to the crowd. This guy will come with the fakest bullshit. Some
No,
AI.
no.
He sent me
No,
some
it's
AI video the other day.
No,
It was
no,
like,
no.
yo, this is real. Like,
No,
you
no.
come with some bullshit.
I'll come
like
with the
I said,
stats. I already have the stats. I
you're
already
gonna
have
come
the
with
stats.
highlight clips from
Yeah,
Space
no.
Jam movie. Look, he beat this team 84-0 by himself. And look at him.
That
they're
is on
all
the real. Yeah, he beat the
700
monsters.
pounds.
Yeah, 84. Yeah, exactly. He beat 1,000%.
He dropped a million
Yeah,
points.
We're
on
bringing
the-
all that. Yeah,
Oh, you bringing it all?
that.
Okay, yeah, we'll organize. I'll put a little group chat together, and we'll start to organize it. I definitely look. There's no shortage of LeBron highlights. There's a lot. 22 years worth. You know what I'm saying? I wish we had video of him dropping buckets on MJ.
I wish we had videos of LeBron. Wasn't LeBron getting busted up at some camp or something, and they didn't want to show it? Nike tried to hide the tape. You never saw it? You never heard about that?
Bro, that's so stupid. No, I saw the video. Some kid dunked on something. Whoop-de-doo. It happens. It happens.
It happens a
Jordan's
lot.
been dunked on. You know that.
Well, you see did I send you the reel of all times LeBron been dunked on? It's like a 30-minute clip.
Hey, bring it to the party. Bring it to the party. There's a lot in our little text message thread. I feel that, I have a strong case. I don't even have to really bring something. All I got to do is just talk. That's it. I don't have to show no video. I mean, it's on the internet.
We could do that one as a live.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a good live. That would be a good live. Let's do that. Because we can show clips and stuff. But one last point I want to make before we leave. Reaction content on the internet. Because we tried to, when we started doing this, we were thinking like, hey, let's make it more reactionary. I find it annoying now, these reaction content pages where they're just playing the video that somebody else created and just nodding their head like agreeing, like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm looking at these guys. Mind you, I subscribe to a few of these people's pages because they take somebody's good content and repost it, and I'm not following the original creator.
Yeah.
Should.
So you can see.
I should. We all should, right? But but that original creator isn't focused on the subject, so this like LeBron guy or this MJ guy or whatever that we follow that just reacts to the content that somebody else made. But it's so funny. I watch these things and I'm like, these motherfuckers probably making some bread, because
they get a lot of views. I mean, all those have a lot of views.
Instagram monetized that. You're getting some money. So they're sitting here. I don't think they're getting like sponsorships and stuff, but sometimes though. Oh, dog. We got hit up by 3 sponsors already, like to do stuff. Nothing good.
Oh, well, yeah.
Temu.
That's good. Oh, yeah.
They were gonna send us some free stuff. Like, can you look at some of our stuff? I mean, I'll say
no tax. You want me
to get some Temu stuff for us to
Yeah,
look at? Do an unboxing.
Some Temu.
Okay,
Yeah, we could do. We could do an unboxing. Yeah.
He wants to be a partner. I don't mind doing some unboxings of some cheap stuff from China.
And then we can see after we throw it in the dryer how quick it shrinks.
It's not even close. They just said stuff like technology, whatever.
Okay.
My page is in the
Destashi.
yeah. So mine's in the this thing is in the fashion algorithm because of the sneakers and stuff.
Okay.
Because some of those videos are still up, but yeah, I'll look into getting us a Temu package this week.
Yeah, man. There we go. Look, from
week.
Chrome Hearts to Temu. Listen,
Yeah.
you know, we getting it done. We cover all bases.
Yep. Oh wow, did we stop recording? I don't even know. Anyway, well, we should close.
I know
out
it says record. Oh yeah, this is 1:30. Yeah, I see 1:35.
Oh,
now.
there it is. Okay, yeah, it just disappeared from my screen for some reason. Anyww, that was a good episode.
Yeah.
Just us two. Shout out to whatever, and we'll see y'all next week. Another one. All right, peace.
Peace.